Hey guys, welcome back to Etheria Restart. In today's video, there's a couple things I want to go through. Number one, there has been some bannings happening. I want to have a quick chat about that. And then I want to give you an update, a 1 week update. I think we're on day 8 of this account. My free-to-play Asia server that we rerolled for 18, 20 hours for. I'm having an absolute blast on this one. We managed to get first on server into Mythic rank in Arena, which I had a lot of fun with. I'm just having a blast on this account. But let's first of all talk about the banning that has been happening. So if we go over here, they made this tweet. I woke up to this, saw this in the morning, and they basically talk about cheating and fairness and all that shit, and then they just give you a bunch of user IDs that have been banned. Now, I don't know exactly what this is. I've really got no idea. They're obviously not going to say they have been banned because they are doing this to cheat, because then other people are going to do it. It kind of makes sense. But my one guess, the only area where I've seen something that could be seen as like hacking or cheating is in the Arena, where I had this one game. Where was it? This one. You can see that he's using the Didding Real Mocha. I'm using Obol and Messiah. And if we go into this replay, and this could be just a server bug, you can see that he is considered the blue player, but my characters have the blue border. So in this situation, it's considering my team to be his and his team to be mine. So when my team wins, it counts as his win. So I don't know what the go is there, because my team clearly wins, but it counts as a loss for me. I don't know if that's hacking, if that's just a bug in the game, or what that is. I have seen someone else have that issue as well. Probably more people who don't check their battle records would be having that as well. So I don't know whether that's what they're banning for or whether it's something else. Like, I haven't seen any screenshots. Like, some games you get people where they have like infinite resources or something like that. So I'm not too sure exactly what the bannings are for, but they are banning players. Essentially, if something seems dodgy, don't do it, because it probably is. Okay, let's go. So let's give you guys an update on this account. So this is the one that we rerolled for Lily. We got the Messiah. It's been pretty fun. Now, I have been abusing the Lily and Messiah at the moment, but I'm just trying to catch up to where global players are, and we're very close to getting to level 50, which is the breakpoint to unlock the Inferno modes. Now, what my plan is to do, once I get to Inferno, that's where I'm going to try and build my full budget Doki Doki team, and then hopefully have some fun content with budget, like free-to-play teams that hopefully work. Once again, we're in exploration phase, but you know, I feel like this account I have played through a lot more optimally, especially when we look to shell farming. I just built up 4 artisans. I built myself a Halloween because I want to experiment with Halloween time weave on my Obol to try and get him to have better lockout in Inferno Doki Doki, and then, you know, I'll use the attack break from my my Vice, and that's kind of the play that I'm looking at doing there. Once again, not too sure how well it'll work, but it's an experiment that I'm running with. For the last like 3 or 4 days, I've just been farming shells. I've been farming Sharon, trying to get those Halloweens. I really want a 3 Swift Rush, 3 Time Wave. Fortunately, haven't got it yet. And then I'll probably go back to farming Nico Nana once I hit Inferno and test if I can do Inferno difficulty. If I can't, then I just go back to farming Hell and see how we go. Now, I do need to get some module upgrades as well. I'll show you the character builds and stuff like that. I've got a few good builds. My Obol is my fast build. You can see here, he is the reason that I got to rank 1, the first Mythic in Arena. If we go over here, you'd see that was the screenshot. We were the first player on the server into Mythic, and it was pretty much all because of this Obol and his 286 speed. Now, his gear rolls aren't insane. You can see we got 7 speed on that one. We got 10 on that one. I think this one has 10. This one's got the 9, another 9, and then I think this is a 12. So we've got 1 purple speed roll. We've got the 18 speed on the Artisan, so that's kind of where he is at. And it's basically his speed that has allowed me to climb. If we go over into the Arena over here, you can see currently I think we're sitting in rank 2. Yeah, my name is Liam Cook. I've got the default name. This bloke up here changed his name. He beat me on his defense when I attacked him. He changed his name. I didn't even notice the name. I attacked him because I thought it was a new player, and I almost lost again. So he was just absolutely trolling me. But yes, that's where we're at in Arena. Like I said, I love the new server thing. This is why before the game released, I said new servers are a good thing because it lets you have fun in normal Arena. And that's what I'm really liking about this. Like, I can compete as free to play on a new server in the normal Arena, whereas the normal Arena, like on my main account, is something I don't even give a shit about. Like, I barely even want to do any attacks in there. But when it's on a fresh server with not as many Giga Whales, it's like, oh, okay, this is actually a fun mode for me. So, you know, I do like the new server thing for that. Some people would be pissed that, you know, if you're on server 1 and you can't win, and it's like, I mean, it is what it is. I'm having fun with it, having a bit of fun. Our defense is working really well. We're at the 64 wins and 16 losses, and that's pretty much what's been climbing us. I bought 5 tickets yesterday. I'm slowing down on buying the tickets as well. I just don't want to waste them. And if you climb up too high, if you climb to rank 1 by a long way, then you're just a target for everyone to farm. So it is what it is. That is the normal arena. Let's go back to our characters and have more of a chat about that. So like I said, my O-Ball is a fantastic build for this early in the game. My Lily is scuffed as hell because she's still on 2 purple pieces at level 9. But hey, she just hasn't been my priority build. She just needs to be fast enough. And yeah, you know, she's serving the job that she needs to do. Messiah's build's pretty solid. This has been the same build he's been on for about a week. For about 4 days now. Basically since I got into farming shells. And the 2x drop ended. That's pretty much been his build the whole time. This was the first clear reward. These 2 were from the module shop, and these were from like Terra Hell 1 or something like that. So that's his build. It definitely has room for upgrades, but it's good enough at the moment. Ling Luo's on a scuffed build. Freya's on a scuffed build. She's on the most scuffed build. She's just literally there when I use Messiah to give him the attack buff. That's pretty much it. Vice is on a decent build. He's only at, if we look at this, he's only at 199 speed, but he is on the Bramble Time Weave. This is a cook that I am working on with him. Time Weave to get him around to using his AoE attack break. I'll do more videos on Vice and stuff. I think he's an absolute goat of the game. So I'm pretty happy with his build at the moment. I'll emphasize that more in another video. The other one I've got a decent build on is Kachi. I basically been using Kachi. I put this build on him for the event and also just to test out my Halloween. But that Halloween will eventually end up on the O-Ball when I look to doing Inferno. And that's pretty much all my good builds. Everyone else is on a really scuffed build just so I could do the event that's going on, which is this one down here, the Cage Rumble. You can see we've unlocked this. I haven't even done a challenge with the final boss unlocked, because if we go over here, you can see that those are my 2 teams, and the last team ain't none of these guys built. So it kind of is what it is. I just need to play the game longer and get more builds. Once again, we're only a week in, so you know, we'll keep developing over here, and hopefully get some bigger scores and get some more rewards over there. The other thing that I wanted to mention is for our modules, you can see we've done Hell 3 in Terra, we've done Hell 4. Doki Hell 4 is on farm at about 80 to 90% success, and we've only done Hell 2 Aurora. I haven't even bothered with Hell 3 yet, or even trying to. I don't think I'd be able to do it anyway. But yeah, Doki is where we farmed a little bit to get those Swift Rush and Time Weave, and that's what I plan on doing, farming Doki, then eventually, hopefully, building an Aurora team one day and moving to Aurora, and trying to get some of those PvP sets. Maybe I do some Terra at some stage, but right now we are just focusing on those shells, trying to get myself Time Weave, Swift Rush on Halloweens, and then once I hit level 50, we will see how we go over with Nico Nana, see if we can do some Inferno. Basically the team for Inferno Nico Nana will be nothing like the one that I'm using at the moment. It'll probably look something like this, where I go with you, and who would be the last one? Kachi. So that's probably going to be my Inferno team, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know. It might fail, but I'll have to upgrade the gear on Ling Luo. She's the one that's really scuffed in this, but maybe it works all right. I'm going to have to wait and see and experiment with it, but I'm looking forward to unlocking that and just giving it a bit of a test and seeing how it goes. But that's where we're at with farming. Besides that, we are currently farming Sharon. Horian's probably easy to farm for me, but you know, I don't really need a Revelation yet. It's not in my plans to build, so just farming Sharon, trying to get that Halloween upgrade, and then I'll go back to Nico Nana because I do want to get all of my not all of them, but like this, I want to be on time three Swift Rush, 3 Time Weave, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at. I want to have 1 Time Weave Bramble Artisan and the rest be on Swift Rush and Time Weave. So that's where I really need to evolve this account. But once again, it's early days, we're still grinding, and I'm pretty happy with my shell situation at the moment. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is over in the Summit Arena. Now, this thing I am having an absolute blast with. I've just gone on a massive loss streak this morning. Just getting absolutely just my ass handed to me. We climbed up into Platinum 3 and then just got hammered with losses. It's painful. It just happens in Arena. But, you know, considering I'm only a 1 week old account and we're playing like a bunch of level 70 accounts and stuff like that. If you look at this guy, 66, that was a victory. Let's check this guy, 78 with a victory. It's pretty fun because really my problem is I don't have another DPS built besides Messiah. My Hoyand is just bait. She's not even built for shit. She can't hit any. She couldn't kill an ungeared opponent at this stage. She's that bad. If I really want to play some arena, I'd probably build up my Rin as my secondary nuker, but I'm just not going to invest that at the moment. So we're just leaving the Messiah as our nuker. So once again, if I ever get to draft Messiah and Lily, it's pretty much a guaranteed win. I ban their fastest unit, and then my O-Ball basically carries the win. So it's pretty fun being free to play at like level 46 and beating level 70 somethings, just purely due to strategy. So you can see here, my O-Ball goes, boom. We get the stuns. I'm on the opposite side of the screen, obviously. And then we just go with the Messiah. Boom. And then it's just GG's from there. So that's like the ideal play, because they're always going to ban the Lily. Now, if they ban the Messiah instead of the Lily, then we can just boost Obel and we just get the lockout chain going and then kill them with poisons. But obviously, this strategy will not work as we go up into higher ranks, because higher ranks, you start seeing Bulwark, you start seeing Bloodbath, and, you know, I'm just cooked at that stage. But that's what happens when you're 2 weeks behind everyone else. But let's jump in. You know, let's have one battle. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves after this massive loss streak. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and this is where I've been tossing up. If I go first, do I pick Lily or do I pick Messiah? I'm tempted to 6-star Freya just to bait them into banning Freya, thinking she's super fast, because sometimes they'll ban my O-Ball even though I pick Freya first. So we're just going to pick Messiah, and I'll show you guys this. So they're going to pick Lily. Yep. And so now I'm fucked. So now I'm genuinely fucked, because I'm probably not going to outspeed both of those guys. So this is where it's just kind of game over for me. But I pick a Freya. I pick a Hoyan. The reason I do Hoyan here is because the idea is they see me with 2 DPS and 1 booster. And I hope they ban the booster is kind of what I go for. And then I just do Vice next. And then I do Obol last. And then hopefully they don't ban the Oval, and hopefully they ban the Freya, because if they ban the Freya and I can outspeed, then we win. But as you can see, this guy's like on a full roster of level 50s. We're just genuinely fucked here, because he's probably going to outspeed us with 2 characters. You can see we got the Dragon here, we got the double Artisans, and we got the White Fang, so they're pretty much kitted out. They banned the Messiah, so that's pretty much GG's for us. There's no way we can cycle with this team. So let's go through and let's just see if we outspeed out of fun. And they outspeed us as well. So that's just game over. Unfortunately, that's where we're at the moment as we dropping down to Platinum 1. Dude, that has been a... Give me a bot for a fucking win game. That has been a massive... How many losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row. Dude, we had a good win streak. Let's do one more. Let's see if we can get a win. Get a win and come up. Dude, that's a big plummet from Platinum 3 all the way down to Plat 1. It is what it is. All right. Let's see what this bloke's got to offer. Okay, we're going to pick the Lily first this time. I feel like more people have their Lily built than a Messiah. Please don't do Messiah. Please don't do Messiah. Please don't do Messiah. Come on, bro. Don't do Messiah. Because they can have the Freya. I just picked Valerian in this situation. I just need my Messiah, though. Come on, mate. Come on. Please. And this is where, like, I would love it if instead of Messiah, I just had a Rin built, because then you would never lose access to that Rin. So Rin is one I'm so tempted to go ahead and build, but, you know, ooh, okay, good. So we get you, and then we pick up the Valerian. So now we have the Messiah with the attack buff, and now they're really threatened by the Lily. And we cross our fingers. It's always better if they ban the Lily, but... I've got to wait and see. Okay, so now we can go in with the Hoyan. And I pick Hoyan even though Vice has a good build, because then the idea is they see 2 DPS and a booster and they're like, okay, let's get rid of the booster. And it's all mind games at this point. So we just ban their Freya unless they have like a Mio or something. Okay, yeah, so we just ban their Freya. They got no speed unless their Kraken's jacked, but, you know, it's only 5-star level 5. I don't think they're too heavily invested. We cross our fingers, they ban the Lily. Perfect. And this is how we win games. This is how we win games. So once again, if people are picking the Lilies and Messiahs, I need a second DPS. But this should be good if we outspeed. Okay, we outspeed the Kraken. Good. By much? By a decent bit. So we need to CC the Kraken here, otherwise we lose. Okay, we stun. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Okay, now we just go AoE. And I'm going to focus the Kraken because, I mean, he's the one that's going to be probably the chunkiest. And that's how we win games. So, once again, if I didn't have Messiah, I would literally have built Rin as my DPS, and I'd be just using her. And then I would always have my DPS as a pick, and I would pretty much always have Obel. And that's kind of what I would look to do. But yeah, I think building a second DPS before I even consider playing hard in Summon Arena is going to be something that I do need to do. But that is where we are currently at on the account. Like I said, I'm having a blast with this one. Going to experiment once again with that full free-to-play team. I'll drop the Messiah and Lily for Inferno and see if I can get it done. I'm just abusing them because I'm 2 weeks behind. So I'm just trying to get some gear stocks up and see how we go. But once again, having a blast with it. The Ethernet rally, we only just missed out. So the Ethernet rally on the last reset on this account, we missed the Sharon boss was the only one we didn't defeat, but obviously all those rewards came in the mail, so it wasn't too bad. But besides that, I've still got to go through and clear the rest of this map down to that Sharon and hopefully beat her this time and get some extra rewards. But that is everything I wanted to update you guys on. Once again, people get banned, just don't do anything dodgy and you should be pretty fine. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.